Hi, so this is a character tree for this week's characters. So, for example, each branch is a vocabulary word, ji, qin, and ci, and each has a related character, like zhi, to stop, or bi, spoon, and then that to bei, like Beijing. And I'm going to show you a way to find related characters using an online dictionary, so you can find them yourself. This is an introduction how to use the Chinese dictionary. So we're going to enter MDBG in Google, right? Should be the first one, MDBG, Chinese Dictionary. Okay, so this is the dictionary. Should see this background. So you can either enter the pinyin right here and click go. You can either choose traditional or simplified. I'm going to use traditional because I use traditional. Okay, so let's go with G. I have to be careful because it's going to give you a lot of different entries with G in it. So we want our vocabulary for this week. So we want this one right here. Okay? Or you can click on this brush and draw the character. So the character, one of them for this week is G, right? Nian Ji, the G. So I'm going to draw that in. And I have to be very careful because this thing is very sensitive. So to kind of get it very correct. And should appear on the right if you did it correctly. Click on that and I'll have G right down there. I'm just going to use that. Click go. It's going to give a second. Okay. And so here's G. And if you want to, if it's in bopomofo and you want to change it to pinyin, do display settings, do the Mandarin pronunciation for pinyin and bopomofo. Okay. And so right now we have G. This is the most right entry, order, discipline, age, era, period, to chronicle. And so if we want to find characters related to it, we highlight over this arrow. And now let's say we want to find words, like 2 character words, 3 character words. Then we click on one of these things. So the star indicates potential other characters that are nearby it. So for this one, characters will appear on the right. For this one, the characters will appear on the left of G. Okay, so I want both combinations. Click on this. Okay, and so we have different entries like 记录, or 事记, or 纪念, to commemorate. And basically you can choose whichever words or multiple character words you want for your tree. So for example, 年纪, like your age, you can write down 年纪. Okay. Or if you want, you can say, oh hey, this character G has silk on the left, 丝. And so I want to find words that have 丝 or silk in them. So we click on this character, show information about all characters. We go on to this arrow, and we're going to decompose the character. So we're going to click on the scissors, so show character decomposition. It's going to decompose it into 丝 and 吉. Okay, so let's say click on 丝 silk, right? Now let's go to this arrow, and we're going to go to this red question mark. Say search for characters with this character as a component. And there you go. It gives you a bunch of characters that have 丝, the components. For example, Wang is a net, right? Because silk net, gay. Okay, I give you all these down here. And Ji, Hong, right? Because red silk. Okay. Basically, you can choose whichever you want, whichever you prefer. Or if you want, you can make up a story based on the character. So for example, let's say the character G. What does this look like to me? Well, it looks to me like someone sneezing. So like these 3 dots, they're like droplets, like a chew. And these triangles, they're noses. So let's see. And this G looks like a worm. So when I was young, 年纪小, I was really sick all the time and I was sneezing everywhere, every day. And when I went to the doctor, they found out I had a huge, long worm in my brain. And so they pulled out and I finally stopped sneezing. And they said, "Wow, gee, I'm sure glad that worm's out of my nose. Now I won't stop sneezing all these droplets." Okay. And so that's basically a fake story or a fake etymology I came up with. So you can do that for one of the 10 too, 10 or more. So whichever you prefer. And so by doing this, hopefully you can, by yourself, learn how to look up characters on your own. And then here I made the character tree. So here on the left is G. Each branch is a vocabulary word. I branched it off into silk, Si, and Gay, and Wang. And then I related Wang to Yu Wang. And then up here is the character story, or create your own story or origin. And I wrote a story in Chinese, but you don't have to write it out, but it's great if you do. Yeah, but you can also just think of it in your head. And then here's Qin, and relates to Xin Shui. And then the Shui is related again to the radical for Yu Wang, so it comes back. And so yeah, just 10 or more. Here I think I have about 14.